Good morning. This is Glenn Andrews. As you can see, it's that H&K, Heroes and Kings. Good Friday to you. I think it's the 18th. I'm pretty sure it's December 18th. We're about 13 days from the end of the year. I want to thank my good buddy, good friend, longtime friend, and the brother Ned Womack and his brother Ted Womack. I've known these cats, man, for over 40 years. So, man, it just so many of us from and folks who are not from San Diego, who I know and talked to over the years since I've left San Diego. You know, they'll hear me kind of talk about Southeast San Diego and bring it up. But just like every area where individuals have grown up, you know, you can tap into the negative if you want to, and we had our share of ours. Just like every other area where it was a Afrocentric area. You know, some call it the hood, some call it the ghetto, for most it's just home. And over the years, I've gotten better at, not even gotten better, I've learned to focus in the great things that Southeast San Diego was able to do for me. And those things I take with me everywhere I go, as well as the situations as well. You know, because the negative situations and positive situations are lessons as well. So all of us now are probably between the ages of about 54 to 65, including some of the OGs who are a little older than us that we know. But you know, what a lot of folks don't know, and some do know, and what I know now is how small an area Logan Heights, Emerald Hills, Skyline, a little bit of National City, a little bit of Barrio Logan, headed towards downtown. And what they consider Logan Heights is no more than about 20 square miles. But within that 20 square miles, some of the greatest men and women have come out of that neighborhood. We're all over the world doing different things, all over the world doing different things for a long time, in every industry, in every niche, just being the best we can be. So if me understanding my analytical mind and how it works, if in 20 square miles, a group of us have come out of 20 square miles with the limited resources, the limited resources and the constraints that they try to put on us at different times, and we still was able to succeed and still able to do some great things. You know, I can imagine what it would be if there was no constraints, it was none of the drama, none of the political stuff, none of the economic stuff, and you just had an opportunity to be the best you can be. So, you know, I'm thankful for growing up in Southeast San Diego, Logan Heights. I'm thankful for my experiences at Bandini, Emerson, Claremont, Marston, Mount McGill, you know, the baseball, the football, and just all the cats I know, you know, because literally to this day, all of us between the ages of 55 and 65, we communicate with each other, we talk to each other. Probably the one great thing about Facebook, you know, when Facebook first came out, because most of us was old enough to remember when there wasn't no Facebook. It allowed a lot of us to kind of connect, and we reminisce. You know, I definitely reminisce about my days just walking around on 43rd and Logan and National and Imperial and Ocean View Park and the concerts in Ocean View Park and Southwest Park. I mean, when James Brown came down there, and I mean, it's just so many things. So what I'm trying to do and what I'm doing is getting better at being not so defensive and on guard, you know, and I'm listening to my wife, You know, there's some business moves and some other things that I can improve on, and my my persona and how I move and how folks react and relate to me. You know, sometimes they're put off. I'm not gonna change and tiptoe and move into spaces code switching. That's not gonna happen. But you know, I crack jokes, have a good time, especially when I'm with my kids, and a lot of time with me and the fellas getting together, we just talking. But we talk about serious stuff with me and the fellas get together. But you know, I do enjoy life. I do count my blessings. I'm not that young guy just working out and going to school and roaming through Southeast San Diego, just trying to exist, live, and not get caught up in any gunfire anymore. But I haven't forgot those times. You know, I was not a gangbanger. I was not in the dope game, but I knew all the folks who were a part of that, and I grew up with those guys, a lot of them, and I got the pass. I got the pass through every neighborhood, through every space, and I gave them their respect, and they gave me my respect. And as Cass was getting in trouble and going to jail and prison and getting out, you know, it was a few that even contacted me while I was in school, you know, and I didn't turn a blind eye because I knew and know that this place is a trap. And I got lucky to have two parents and teachers and uncles and aunts and cousins and coaches who, a couple of bosses, a couple of managers who just planted little seeds and little words of wisdom to keep me avoiding all these traps. And here I'm at 58, and all the stuff I see kids and young guys getting caught up in now, I'm like, man, the traps are still out here, even more disguised. So that's why I do a lot of what I do. Talk to a lot of young guys. A lot of young guys come talk to me, either here at the house or at the gym, and I got, you know, we stay in contact as they're going to school, going into the military, going into law enforcement, whatever they're doing. I stay in contact with those guys, and they stay, and some ladies too, and they stay in contact with me because I keep it real, I keep it genuine, I'm unselfish with knowledge, and I mean I think that's the gift that God has given me. But you know, I do listen to my wife, and that's my guardian angel. And going into 2021, I'm gonna do. I guess I have to do more. Not have to do more, but just smile, just enjoy. Because I'm definitely counting my blessings. You know, this pandemic thing that came through, and it ain't no joke. If any of y'all have read the book called The Pale Horse, you know, I read it while I was at Morehouse, and in the back of my mind, I understood what it was talking about, and I couldn't fathom that it could happen again. But if you know anything about biology, you know how we're globally connected, though we have all these places we call United States and China and Europe and South America and Africa, or Akabulan. They want to make it seem like there's these borders. Nah, it's just one Earth, and now with the ability to fly anywhere and go anywhere, and some places have, you know, stringent etiquette and stuff they do, and some places don't, and it was inevitable. So count your blessings, take care of yourself. Like I say, knowledge of self. A lot of folks don't understand what that's all about. I've been studying that. It's the 5% nation of gods on earth. I like it, but we won't go down that path. But yeah, it is. I think it's around 6, a little after 6, and I got my good buddy coming over here to work out and train. And I love this stuff. Been doing it since Jack LaLanne. There was a 7-year window where I got off track, and I don't blame that on anyone but me. But what I tell folks is put your health number one. Put your health number one, because as you see and as you look around, those individuals who worked and put off the things they needed to do from a health standpoint, quite possibly there's a chance it caught up to them. And luckily, when I was leaving mortgage banking and going into supply chain, I had a great doctor that kept it real with me, and that was about 14 years ago now. And ever since then, I just, I got back to the way I was when I arrived in Atlanta. For me, it's just not, I'm training or exercising to lose weight or to look this way. For me, it is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle that I will continue to do to the day I die. I learned that from really just watching Jack LaLanne. If some of y'all remember Jack LaLanne, he did it to the day he died, and I think he died in his 90s. So I'm gonna do this stuff in any way, shape, or form till I can't do it no more. And when I can't do it, I'll still hopefully be cognizant and conscious and woke and have that information in my head, and I'm gonna get that information out. So, not doing it live this morning. I talked to my good buddy Elijah this week, and we were chopping it up, and I told him you need to go live on Instagram and just talk to folks, because you never know when someone is listening to you, and we live that life. We work, we take care of our families, we exercise, train, do something every day, and I didn't even realize how much it influenced my son. My son is like that to a whole nother level. Now I even got him eating right. And next is my daughter. Beautiful young lady, and she's a golfer, and hadn't golfed in a while, but she's going to get back to it just for fun, and planting seeds with her about worship this form that the Lord has blessed you with, because you're made in the image of God. So respect it, meditate on it, take care of it, cherish it, protect it, and I'm gonna protect them as well. So this is Glenn Andrews. We're gonna do it like this today, because I'm gonna say these videos, call these like video journals. And if y'all got any questions about health, wellness, even relationships, I can speak on that. I see a lot of stuff floating around here about manhood and womanhood and the high value man, and the situation with Kevin Samuels and the young lady. I have some nuggets I can drop on that, because I've been talking about that for a while, and I see some things going on where those of us who grew up going to Gentry, you understand that some things are barbershop conversation that should be private, and some things are not. And there's too much being discussed about the black community that should be discussed in a barbershop. And as a OG and a made man, because I'm watching my kids, and down the line I have grandkids, and like my man Ice Cube said, these so-called woke folks getting in the fray of acting like the National Enquirer or that TMZ shit. So this is Glenn Andrews, Heroes and Kings. Good Friday to you. 10 toes down.